Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 9 things you're not doing that cost you money. And I'll be honest, I'm guilty of all 9 of these, at least at one time or another. Let me get started. Number 1, putting off repairs because we're afraid of money future. We're maybe afraid of what it may cost, or we simply may not have money for that repair. Example, your brakes really are squeaking and you keep putting it off, and then it affects the rotor, so it could end up costing more. So it's always good to see what our options are, and if we can, whether we want to set a sinking fund aside to prepare for car repairs, so when things like this come up, we've got the money. Putting off repairs can end up costing us more in the long run. I know that from my own personal experience. Number 2, not eating leftovers. Hey, many of us are probably guilty of this. That's why lately I've been extremely mindful of what I'm purchasing, also what I'm preparing. When I'm making a meal, I'm thinking, how many people are going to eat this? How many days food do we have? Remember, the freezer is your friend. Also, you might make, let's say, a big thing of chili. Maybe you don't think you're going to eat it all. You could share it with a friend, or after cooking it and letting it cool, you could take half of that and maybe put it in freezer compartments in the freezer, label them with the date. That way nobody gets tired of it and it ends up getting thrown away. So that would be number 2. Number 3, not keeping track of your money at all. I'm actually thinking of doing a challenge where I actually keep track of all my spending and then sharing it with you. I've not actually done that. I do use the cash envelope system, but I can always improve on how I become more frugal, so it is something to think about. But an example being that maybe it's hot outside, and every day after work you're hot and you run through the drive-thru, you only spend $1, but you get a nice cold drink, whether it's a lemonade or a soda pop with crushed ice, and it's so refreshing, especially after a long day of work. Nothing wrong with that, but if you're doing it all the time, those little dollar here, dollar there can add up. Number 4, keeping services that you're not using. That would be something else, and I know many of us have been guilty of this. Maybe it could be a gym membership, TV channels you're not watching, a subscription box, any of that maybe you're not getting value from. The main thing is this: when we're spending money, we want to get value for what we spend. Number 5, I'm guilty of this one, but actually I'm on the right track now. Not losing much needed weight can cost us a lot of money and our health. Clothing, extra food, all of those types of things, it can end up costing you more than just money. Number 6, not keeping a list of upcoming expenses or upcoming things that you need. An example, let's say somebody in the house's computer's really getting old and it still works, but it's having a few issues. That's something you're going to want to plan for, so I like to have those types of things on a list, so that way you can be mindful of upcoming expenses and it helps you plan better. Number 7, not decluttering. I've done decluttering before, but I really feel like decluttering is something it's good to do. Even if you just do it a few days a week and even spend 5 minutes doing it, every little bit we do can help, because otherwise it's so easy to end up with more stuff, and then you may think you don't have something at home, like let's say a flashlight. You might have tons of them all over the house, but you don't have a home for them. And so decluttering and going through your things, you can find things, keep them in a directed home so that you're not buying more than what you need, and maybe you can even make some money selling these things. Number 8, putting off medical. For example, let's say that you have an abscessed tooth. I knew somebody that had a really bad infection in their mouth. They had no money to go to the dentist. I know that that is a scary thing, but if we were to at least work on saving some money ahead, see if we can work out payments with the dentist, that would be an example. But putting off medical could end up harming us. Number 9, not doing your research when making purchases. I've been definitely guilty. One of my friends says, Dawn, get 3 quotes. And a lot of times I just want to get it done and get that task written off my list. But doing a research, your due diligence, whether it's on the internet, talking to people, you may end up saving a lot of money and getting better quality service as that. So it's really important to do that. Now, before signing off, I want to do a shout out to my friend Dennis over at TruFinancials. He recently did a video called How Frugal Living Really Looks. I love how he decorated his home on the cheap. It's really lovely and it's so cute. And one of my favorite parts of the video is his dog Daisy, who he taught to play the piano, and Daisy plays the piano for us at the end of the video. Very smart dog. But I really recommend checking out Dennis because many of you have asked me to do videos on investing. I don't have a lot of knowledge base on that, but Dennis does. He's a very smart guy and he's really interactive in the comments. So I highly recommend his channel. I know you'll all really enjoy it, and you'll especially enjoy this video. By the way, let me know things we're putting off that could cost us money in the comments below. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.